At the end of the day, we're going to have to wait until we actually play the game ourselves.
What the fuck?
What?
What has happened to the game I love? Now, there's many different things that I could say that would get my point across, but I'm going to try and be unbiased, but also I have a strong love for the game in the first place, so it is going to be quite difficult. But essentially, Black Ops 7, whether you like it or not, can either make or break the franchise, and we've been saying that for years, but looking at it now with the competition that it's got Battlefield 6 this year coming out as well, literally just after the beta for Black Ops 7, so that alone is going to clash. Black Ops 7 having its beta and then Battlefield 6 dropping the full game just after it. If people don't like the beta on Black Ops 7, then the chances are pre-orders, if they've been made, are going to be cancelled and people are going to move right to Battlefield. But that is a different problem in itself. I have already said that in my last video if you've watched that. If not, go ahead and watch it. I give a few thoughts on why Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty. If Battlefield 6 does well, it doesn't necessarily mean that Call of Duty is done, because if you actually look at the grand scope of things, it's only going to make Call of Duty fight back harder. Anyway, I've already rambled about that for 5 minutes in my last video. Go and watch that if you haven't already. But essentially, I am just here just to give thoughts on how Black Ops 7 is going to actually outline the rest of the franchise for the next few years to come. Now, already on Twitter, I'm going to put the tweets up on the screen right somewhere here. Already on Twitter, people have been talking about Modern Warfare 4, the Call of Duty that comes next year. Now, from what I've seen on Twitter so far, now obviously it's a year out, there's not a lot of details. We're going to get more details when Black Ops 7 releases, because people data mine and people find stuff in the files, but there is some stuff on Twitter right now that you can actually search up and look for from a bunch of different people, Ghost of Hope and Reality UK, just loads of people. But the one thing that people are saying so far is that Modern Warfare 4, from what it looks like right now, is just going to be like Modern Warfare 2. It's going to have sort of the same move. Now, obviously, we are a year out. A lot of things can change. They might listen to feedback, although it is Infinity Ward here, and they are known notoriously for not following feedback. I'm sorry, but it's true, because people have gave thoughts many a time on things in their games that they don't change. That is where Sledgehammer comes into play. Thank you, Sledgehammer. Anyway, Modern Warfare 4, which just sounds stupid to say, to be fair, because we only ever got to Modern Warfare 3 the first time round. We never got to Modern Warfare 4, then came Ghost, and that was a whole different ball game. Essentially, Modern Warfare 4 on paper right now is looking very, very similar to Modern Warfare 2 in terms of movement and in terms of gunplay. Apparently the gunplay is just toned to the moon with the visual recoil, again just like in Modern Warfare 2. It was terrible. You could not see where you were shooting no matter what. All the muzzle flash and the smoke just coming out your barrel was just terrible. Long range gunfights were absolutely awful, whether that was on controller or keyboard and mouse, because I do play both, by the way. I am someone that can play both. I choose to play controller more often because I'm better at it. It's not me saying it's easier, but I am better on controller. That's my problem. Fair enough, skill issue, whatever. Say what you like, but end of the day, I'm going to play controller. And even with aim assist, it was so difficult to even see where you were shooting, never mind aim assist actually kicking in. Here's how we end up going from Black Ops 7 to Modern Warfare 4. So if Black Ops 7, on paper, right now for me, it looks good. I am one of the biggest Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 fans you will find. Black Ops 2 was my absolute, and still is, probably my favourite game of all time. Purely from an entertainment standpoint of how much fun I had on that game. It genuinely was the most fun time of my life, and that's not just because I was like 12, 13 years old, because that led up till I was probably about 16, 17, because Call of Duties from then they didn't hit the same for me, personally, until Modern Warfare 2019. Now I know that's going to be controversial, but again, I go down to the amount of fun that I personally had on the game, and Modern Warfare 2019 for me was probably as close as I've had to that Black Ops 2 time again, just sheerly from the amount of fun that I had. I know that there's a lot of controversial opinions. I will admit the 6v6 on that game was pretty poor, to say the least. I spent a lot of time 6v6 on just shipment and shoot house and stuff, but S&D on that game was great, in my opinion. But going from Black Ops 7, as much as I am excited and I'm intrigued in what they're going to do, there is no denying that I also, as a massive COD fan year to year, I am also getting very fatigued with how the game goes. The last few years, for quite a long time now actually, the last few years, release period has been solid, minus Modern Warfare 2, fair enough, I'll give you that, because Modern Warfare 2 just, in my eyes, wasn't a very great game. It looked good, it just wasn't a very great game, personally. Even after that, I feel like the release periods of all these games since then has been really strong. Right, Modern Warfare 3 had a really strong release period. Now, granted, it did actually carry on that trend, and it did carry on throughout the year. It did get a bit wild and a bit crazy with the cosmetics and the different guns that we got. We did get all the weird and wacky things in Modern Warfare 3, but I'm not the biggest hater of that, honestly. Like, I like something different, I like something fun, but I will admit as well that there does come a time where enough is enough, and there is such a thing as too much. Overall, the release period of these games has been really strong at the start. Black Ops 6, in my opinion, was very good at the start. It had a great foundation, but what I feel like happened with Black Ops 6, they never followed on from that. They never built on that. I feel like going from Modern Warfare 3 and having the solid foundation and having everything that came in between, all the content and all the challenges and all the things that you can grind for and play for, it keeps you coming back to the game. Black Ops 6 just never had that. And it's a shame, because Black Ops 6 at the start for me was really good. Now, Black Ops 7 is saying that they're rectifying all these things. Treyarch and Activision have said that, by the way, we are going to be doing this, we're going to have weekly challenges, we're going to have different things to grind for and different things to unlock, and you can level up your lethals and tacticals and your field upgrades and your kill streaks and stuff, but like, how? Why? Like, as much as it's cool and it's a nice thing to grind for, it's also just a case of like, why? Like, who asked for that? Like, I'm not bashing them in any way, because either way, I will pre-order the game, I will buy the game, I will play the game, I will grind the game until I'm sick of it, like I do every year, and that's, I think, my problem as well. But also, for the people that do that, there still needs to be content that comes after. There has to be. There needs to be something that keeps you coming back, and Modern Warfare 3 was perfect for that. I loved Modern Warfare 3. I am a tad biased because I did go to the Modern Warfare 3 release event in London with creators and stuff, but at the end of the day, I liked the game even from the beta, and that was way before I actually went to that event, and the game afterwards still was fun to me. I loved the game. I still do really enjoy the game. It is just a bit wacky going back without Omni Movement. As much as Omni Movement feels like a gimmick sometimes, running sideways is great. That's what feels weird when going back to Modern Warfare 3. It's just a linear, you go straight and that's it. It does feel a bit weird when you go back. That's what's put me off playing it again, really. It just feels weird, and I feel like I can't get used to it again, because I've gotten used to actually being able to move freely in Black Ops 6. But as for Black Ops 7, obviously Black Ops 7 is just a revolution of sorts of the Omni Movement system and the systems that they implemented in Black Ops 6. Now, they're saying that Black Ops 7 was made alongside Black Ops 6 at the same time. Whether you believe that or not, that can be up to you. You can have your tinfoil hat on and you can debate it with everyone else, but realistically, it doesn't matter. Treyarch have been stuck in a cycle since like 2019 of making their own game, and then another studio needs help on their game, so they help them on that game, and then they help them on the next game as well, because they had Cold War and that was rushed because they were helping. They had an original plan. It wasn't supposed to be them that made that game, I think, if I'm right. I might be wrong, correct me in the comments, I'm sure you will. They had Cold War, and then they had Vanguard Zombies, which was just a disaster. But then they had a year off with Modern Warfare 2, but as far as I'm aware, I think they helped with raids, maybe, or campaign. I know they helped Modern Warfare 2 with something, and then they had Modern Warfare 3, which they'd done zombies on, and then they had Black Ops 6, right now, and Black Ops 7 apparently at the same time. Now, I feel like Treyarch are just getting the absolute brunt of everyone's dissatisfaction, purely because the games that they have had their name tied to hasn't been that great. But there's a reason for that, and it's because if Treyarch need to step in and help, what sort of state is the game in the first place if Treyarch needs to step in every single time? And I think that's hindered Treyarch so much with their community reception and their reputation, with people just slandering them every time that they put their name to something and it doesn't go well. But at the end of the day, it was probably never actually even their vision and their idea to do that in the first place. Whereas Black Ops 7 and Black Ops 6 apparently was done coincided with each other. Black Ops 6 feels like like, it's weird. Apparently they were made at the same time, right? And apparently it was always the plan for Black Ops 6 to come and then Black Ops 7 to come right after it. But if you actually look at it, it looks like Black Ops 7 is doing all the things that we wanted Black Ops 6 to do. So Black Ops 6 kind of just feels like filler, and it feels like Black Ops 7 is actually supposed to be the full product. Black Ops 6 is missing all the weekly challenges and all the extra grinds and all the extra content and all the rendered cutscenes for zombies and the cinematics and the marketing. Really, the marketing for Black Ops 6 has been pretty poor. At the start it was great, but then it never really reflected the game as a whole after that. Modern Warfare 3 felt like the complete package, and then we assumed that Black Ops 6 was going to follow that same pattern because it done so well, and they just never did. And it makes you think, like, was that always the case? Was that always the plan? Or was Black Ops 6 filler to give them extra time to finish Black Ops 7 in the way that they want to, with all the extra content and all the extra grinds and all the extra content actually planned out for maps and modes and different stuff like that? And I was like, we can be optimistic, but we realistically just need to wait and see. We need to wait and see, and then we play it and we need to see if we enjoy it, and if we don't enjoy it, then what are we going to do? Like, we've got another year to wait, and then by the sounds of it, with what I spoke about Modern Warfare 4 earlier on, if this game sucks, then I don't know. I honestly don't see a world where the community gets as excited again. But saying that, Activision know exactly what strings to pull and what buttons to press when they start their marketing schemes. Everyone says every year, I'm not excited for the COD, I don't care, I've got no interest, and then as soon as they drop the first teaser or the announcement, everybody goes up in arms about it. Everybody goes crazy. And that is because of the way that Activision do their marketing. They're so smart with it that they grab you in and they keep you until they prove you otherwise. But even when they prove you otherwise, half the time, these people that say they're not going to buy it or not going to play it, they still do. They will. It's just how it is. I was in the same boat. Before Black Ops 7 actually was revealed, I was like, apparently it's going to be like Black Ops 2. Okay, that sounds cool. I'm not too fussed about it because I've not seen anything about it. But as soon as that reveal dropped, as soon as that teaser dropped, I was like, okay, you've got me. You've got me back. I hate to admit it, but you've got me again. Every single time, you get me. Every single time. And then the reveal happened a few days ago at Gamescom, and I was just sat there, literally here, as I am right now. I was sat and I was just eyeballing the screen, and I could not take my eyes away from it. I'll put it on the screen, but the intro of the reveal, when it shows up and all the red TV screens show up and it's all surrounding the arena, surrounding everybody in it, I was like, oh my god, see, that's cool. That is really cool. And that is what I mean by Activision getting you every single time with their marketing techniques. It works every single time because they are so unique with it, and they just make everything look so flashy. Black Ops 7, I feel like, really needs to prove itself, and if not for me or the players, but even just to themselves, just purely because of how games have been in the past and people's reception of them have been in the past. Like, it does kind of suck, but at the same time, there's no one to blame but themselves. Like I said, I think Black Ops 7 is either going to make or break, because if we get Black Ops 7 and it is as bad as everybody's projecting that it will be, if we then have that for a whole year, and then we have Modern Warfare 4, which from the sounds of it is just an absolute burning pile of rubbish right now, then I don't know. They need to maybe start looking at reaching in the bag and pulling out a remaster. Maybe overall, these people that say they don't want to buy the game and won't buy the game, the majority of the time they still do. So as for right now, we've nothing to do but sit and wait until we can play it ourselves. And that is the hard part, because I just want to play it right now and I want to know what I feel. I want to know how it feels. The big part is how it feels, not how it looks. It can look great, but feel terrible. Just look at Modern Warfare 2. So, yeah, that's my overall thoughts on how Black Ops 7 can affect the franchise. Let me know if you have any opinions, let me know what you think, let me know if you agree, you disagree, whatever. Let me know in the comments and we can come back to this discussion in the future. But as for right now, I'm done. Catch you later.